Hello again to a little impromptu stream. I felt like tackling the A license today. So, to be honest, I wanted to stream a little bit later, but I didn't realize that Amy was streaming today, so I just decided to do this now and hope I won't go over time. I mean, I have 2 hours, right? That's more than enough to gold the A licenses, maybe. For those who haven't seen me stream before, I'm doing a Gran Turismo 4 stream with a mod that randomizes all the prize cars you receive. So at the end of doing all these licenses, or just a license, it would give me 3 random cars. And hopefully, at least one of them will be good. We haven't had much luck so far, but not quite 2 PT Cruisers level of bad luck. But, not amazing. So, yeah, we shall give it a go. Oh, I actually should put my headphones on so I actually hear the game. All right, let's see what we have here. Things don't look too bad, but it always takes you way, way longer than you think it's going to take to do any of this. Especially since I haven't played the game yet today, and I'm just going to warm up. You mean, I would think I'm pretty good at this game, but I'm also extremely rusty from not playing this game, so I felt good, but I'm not quite sure. Oh, this is a long straight before this finish line. Okay, not too bad to start. Yeah, the bridge used to be a lot narrower than it is in GT7 or even the later versions, because I think it was updated in GT5 and 6 as well. Let's try to hug the apex a little bit more and hope that actually, I think this is too wide of an entry, but yeah, this is not good. But I think that the narrow entry was good. I just took it too wide in the next corner. But that's the kind of thing you learn when doing these license tests over and over and over again. So what exactly approach works and what doesn't work? Oh, where did my ghost go? Sometimes you have to push really, really, really hard and you don't really know. Okay, that's a good start. Only 2 or 3 attempts for that one. The ghost is behind you. Okay, I wasn't really looking where the ghost actually was. I'm like, well, if the ghost is behind me, that's good. If I can't see the ghost, that's bad, but I'll deal. It's Lotus Elise time. Polar bear track. It does look like a polar bear. Yeah, I forgot how slidey this car is. I think I revved it out too much there. But it's okay. This is the first attempt. I'm not expecting to gold it first try. Unless I do gold it first try, even though I bounced off the rev limiter. Okay, well, that's a good start. The ghost is behind, and it's good. Unless, of course, it happens in real life. Yeah, if you have a ghost behind you, that is decidedly not good. That made me laugh. Yeah, hi Chris. It's nice to see everybody today. That's too fast. I thought I could get away with that. I could not. There's really just one corner. That's too early. I'm going to cut too much. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't believe in no ghost. Little Ray Parker Jr. Copyright infringement. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Please. That was so good. It is very frustrating when you get it so close and you're just going to spend ages, you know, trying to get it exactly right again. Yeah, and you know, when you get it that close, then you just feel the urge to push like so much more, even though you only really need to push a tiny little bit more. That's not good enough too. This is a tough one. I've always loved this corner. I've always loved this corner because of how tough it is. Hello, Tim. Yeah, I've always really loved Grand Valley, and I've always loved this corner. But it is a really tough corner because it requires just full commitment. Oof, that was so close, but I got too eager on the throttle. Channel the Bob. I mean, I guess he probably wouldn't run off this corner. There we go. That was that was pushing it right to the edge. Longbow's a god. Definitely not a god, but you know, I'll try to channel the Bob. Bob is good. Yeah, launching up the curb is good. Always reading chat instead of looking at the looking at the game. This is a pretty long one. 130R. This is another really tough corner on Suzuka. Also, don't really know the capabilities of this car. It was not that capable. Funny enough, a Legacy is not really made to take 130R flat out. Longbow. Okay, maybe I need some chat commands. Oof. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. That was so close to being like absolutely perfect. Hello, John. It's good to see you. Cone carnage, yeah. They put those cones out there even though they just fail you anyway. I keep hitting the throttle and committing to it even though I really should just not understeer off the corner. This is a tough one because it requires so much commitment. This is too much cutting. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a tough one. Have you tried not running wider? I could try that. You know, maybe. I don't think that was close enough. Oh, it is just going through 130R. I thought it was going to go through the following corner. But there we go. The first time I actually make it to the finish line. Yeah, this is way stronger track limits than the FIA. Remember, the car is heavy. Oh, someone remembers that from Gran Turismo 5. Jeff Gordon tells you that the car is heavy. And there's another heavy car. Well, actually, it's not really that heavy, but the V6 certainly is. I had to see if that was true. Apparently, if you accelerate full off from the go, you overtake the pace car and fail. How can we forget the pain of GT5? Honestly, I really want to play. I really want to play Gran Turismo 5. Hopefully, I will get to at some point if I get a capture card. But yeah. Other than the GTR still almost managed to wipe me out. Ooh, this thing is interesting handling characteristics. It's like understeery and oversteery. Oh, GT5 actually works well with emulators now. I didn't know that. I might have to give it a go then. Okay, this has way less grip than I was expecting. I suspect this is probably on comfort tires. I'm so used to driving on sport tires in this game. Okay, don't accelerate the pace car right away. Just ease off a little bit. Just let it come in front. There we go. Okay. Try not to overrun it. This car has interesting handling characteristics. It's very... Oh, really? You're gonna fail me for going just a tiny... I just hit the grass before the curb, even. Okay. I'll give it a go, maybe. I'll see if I can get GT5 to work. So, and if I do, I'll stream that some other time. Can't promise when, but I don't know if I'll get it to work, but I certainly will give it a try. One of my things, I mentioned it before, was I really want to do like almost all Bob GT5 run, because they have a separate A-spec and B-spec modes, and I kind of want to just do just B-spec and see how far I can get with just Bob. I think that would be quite funny. Okay, now I'm actually concentrating because I don't remember exactly how fast I can take this course, even though this is one of my favorite tracks in Gran Turismo. And I love Grand Valley East Reverse even more. Although I usually cut this track a lot here. Now I find this section probably one of the most difficult because you really want to carry so much speed here onto the straight to make sure that you get a really, really good run. Because the straight is pretty much everything. We're literally catching up to an R34. Yeah. The GT5 hard drive install. I don't know really what that means. Oh yeah, GT6 had the moon. It did have the moon, and that was quite fun. The logo making it look easy. I think I've just played too much Gran Turismo. is the real answer here. Although I haven't played with a controller in a while, because I played GT5 and 6 with a wheel, really. Plus, I'm playing this on an Xbox controller. I tried to cut too much. Yeah, I think I've just played way too much GT4. I am faster when I'm not failing. Maybe. In this game, anyway. In nothing else. Am I going to cut too much? No. It's not going to tell me off there. Well, the gearing is very slurry. Going to be here, or is it going to be... Okay. I'm over revving it slightly. I can do better. I'm gonna have to do better because that wasn't that great. In fact, it was so bad it was bronze. Ah yes, the good old Sebastian Vettel challenge. Okay, this car's understeering more than I thought. I sort of, yeah, it's like you said, you know, I took sort of like the opposite approach. Like, I didn't play anything on Xbox. I only played GT for a while. So I kind of missed out on all the Forza, and I missed out on, you know, the best Forza, supposedly, if people say Forza Motorsports 4. So I'm kind of sad to have missed out on 4, but you know, I enjoyed playing Gran Turismo, and I enjoyed it because it had good wheel support. So I'm not too frustrated by that. See if maybe a late or apex of this is better. Seems like it is. I don't know if like going in deeper here is better or not. I'm really not gelling with the gearing in this car. Ooh, we're getting closer. We're chipping away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Red Bull X2010 was in GT5. Pretty sure, anyway. This one is not quite as good, but it'll let me see if I can be better through the last corner by either braking early or later. Which is better? Okay, braking earlier is definitely better, because I'm going to pick up time here even though I lost time during that opening part. Yeah, I had a G25 wheel, and it was really nice on Gran Turismo, and I know that Forza has never really had great wheel support, unfortunately. But I don't know why I'm bothering testing, even though I was slower through that first section. But I'm just persistent and trying to seeing what works and what doesn't work. Late apex is good. Just have to keep doing that. That's too narrow an entry, unfortunately. But I'm going to give it a go and see what I get from this. Never mind, it was just fine. It was too narrow, except the game thought it was good enough. So that one took a little bit longer than the other ones, but, you know, making good time so far, at least. If I end up with a little bit of time at the end, then maybe I'll do a race or two with the A license, because one of the benefits of getting the A license is I can do the special condition events. Okay, it's not very nice with track limits. Okay. Just that was like on the limit of what was acceptable in track limits. Damn. Really, I'm making this this look way easier than way easier than I expected it to go, I have to admit. Let's see, El Capitan. Wish I told you what car you're in, as opposed to just leaving it up to you finding out. Okay, we're in an RX-7. I will admit, I'm not the best at El Capitan. It's probably one of the tracks I haven't done as much of. So, I'll have to see how good I can do it. I mean, it did sound like a rotary right away. I'm like, yeah, that's a re noise if I ever heard one. Probably should have kept it in third. Ah, so close. If I had kept it in third, it probably would have been good enough. Oh well. So let's just keep it in third and see what happens. Pretty sure I like shifted here. Yeah, I can just leave it, and I can just leave it in third. It's fine. I just need to get better through that corner. Yeah, let's go for a super wide apex, see if it gives me more speed and can pick up the time. And it did. There you go. Just too easy. Just yeah. Oh, this is the coffee break. We're already at the coffee break, which means we're halfway. And we don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Again, this is like way more infuriating than the regular test. Also because the sensitivity on this, I think I've missed some already. The sensitivity on the controller makes this way tougher. Because it tends to want to dart around, and it's very difficult to get that consistent sort of spiral shape. I mean, you have to get every single cone. It's not like you have. It's not like you can miss some. Yeah, you literally have to hit every one. So. You have to be really, 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 really consistent. I think I've already missed some. Didn't I? Oh, I've already missed some there. God damn. This is way more frustrating than doing the actual license tests. I do love that aspect of Gran Turismo 4 where they include, you know, fun. There's supposed to be like fun license tests where the coffee breaks are way more infuriating to do than the actual tests. You have a nice little coffee break of something even more infuriating than the actual thing that you've been doing. Oh, Polyphony Digital, never change. I think I've already missed one. I think I missed another one. It is kind of hypnotic, though. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of them. I might just skip this because I honestly just hate it. I honestly just hate this. Or I can just go super slowly and make sure I hit every single one. And just move on. I think I've already missed one. But it is kind of hypnotic, the donking. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Terrible, but success. I don't think it's just the throttle sensitivity. It's just the way I have. GT is really sensitive on the controller, and it's even more sensitive on emulator. Oh yeah, I think GT6 had coffee break challenges. I don't really remember anything about the GT6 ones. Yeah, 100 cones, you have to set them all up afterwards. Oof. Let's see. Is it just like all, or is it just these ones? Okay. Okay, that was pretty close. That's pretty close. Oh, we got a Civic. I didn't even know what we were driving. Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier with wheel and pedal because you can be super consistent on the steering. Super smooth. I like me trying all these amazingly different lines for a license taste that I almost golded first try anyway. That's just me though. I'm like, oh, I just have to push it a little bit further for a license test that I didn't even need to. Although I think from other people's experience that 13 on this one is the worst. So that's probably going to take up all of the time that we have, me doing number 13. Oof, 200 cones. Imagine having to pick up 200 cones. Yeah, I wouldn't like that job. This is a lot more understeer than I was expecting. I guess it is front wheel drive. Again, just, I have to push it hard, but I don't have to push it this hard in order to get gold, I don't think. But, you don't really want to do it again, so I guess there are worse jobs than picking up cones. I suppose you're right. But over and over and over again, Blakey, just repeatedly, as someone does a coffee, one of those just over and over and over and over again? I don't know. It's pretty bad. Oh, you hit a foam thing. And I think you might be right. I don't really remember. Oh, don't go too far into the grass. It's gonna... Oh, for some reason it didn't shift up there for a second, but that's okay. Because I'm sure all the power is in the VTech band anyway. Yeah, don't hit the back of the pace car. That would be bad. Well, this lap feels pretty good so far. I'd be surprised if I didn't get gold, although 130R is coming up, and I'm gonna try to be pretty conservative through there because I don't really want to fail this. That's pretty good. That's pretty much... Don't run to the back of the pace car. Pace car, speed it up, for gosh sakes. Okay, that could have been a better exit to the chicane, but I think it should still be good, right? I hope so. Give me a draft. There we go. That was actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. And then be someone working in the sewers. Yeah, okay, fine. That definitely is probably the worst. Yeah, whenever I see someone play like an old game, it always makes me want to play that game. I don't blame you. Ooh, dirt driving. I'm not so good with the dirt driving, I have to admit. Ooh, okay, well, that definitely did not help. But this is just a cider. Oh wow, I was so slow that I failed it. Yeah. I've never been a fan of the physics, so this is probably going to take me a little while to actually get down to the right time. I might have to use the handbrake here, but I honestly don't know. I assume you probably need to be like full throttle out of there, but yeah, I am not good on the dirt, is what this is telling me. I don't actually know what I set up handbrake as. It might help. Maybe that? Although I'm running very wide on the exit. Nope, that wasn't even good. That wasn't even an improvement. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure about this one. I think this one is the one that's going to take me the next hour, I think. Unfortunately, I'm just not good at the dirt in this game. The nose swung wide there. I knew that wasn't going to be good. I'm just trying to slide this and just like keeping this more narrow there, but I just end up going wide and making it worse. Honestly, don't even really know what to do for this one. I just don't really get the dirt physics in this game. My nemesis. Give me something tarmac, and I will 100% do well, as we just found out, but give me some dirt, and it'll just completely befuddle me. I mean, I'm getting better, but this is not the improvement that I was hoping for. Yeah, ignore the huge drop with just the canyon. Yeah. Just ignore that you could fall off the cliff to your death immediately next to the corner. Yeah, it would definitely be way easier with a wheel and pedals for sure. But I'm having some luck here of just chucking the car sideways. Although that time was not very good. I smacked the wall there, but just run over those people, it's fine. Okay, well, we got closer. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, you're right. I do remember that now. There's so much vibration in oof, and I find the steering even less precise on dirt than on tarmac. I'm just checking it in and just smacking the wall. I don't know if it's better just to rev it out or to shift and hope for the best. Let's try that. No, well, maybe that might work, but I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe just keep in first. No, that did not work. That did not work at all. Wall ride. I don't think the wall ride will work. Yeah. Maybe if I don't hit the wall as hard. But I suspect it's probably going to fail me no matter what. No, it didn't fail me if I do that, but that wasn't really good. Yeah, when I upshifted earlier, it didn't seem to really work very well. It doesn't mind me bumping the wall. But yeah, I don't know. We found my nemesis. It's dirt driving. See, if I upshift earlier, it just makes it even worse. So, I don't know. And upshifting here, there's like so little time before the corner, it doesn't even make sense, really, to upshift. But I do need to upshift afterwards. I can't even do as well. I can't even do as well as I did before now. So, yeah, the gearbox is not helping. Oh dear, this is not good. There must be something I'm doing wrong, but I don't know what. Like, I don't really know like any other lines I can even try, really. I guess I can try just hugging this completely, but I don't think that's going to work either. Yeah, it did not work. I can just try not sliding it, but that doesn't seem to really work either. I mean, it's okay, but it's not gold. I think I'm gonna have to slide it, but just smack the wall really hard. Try not breaking. Maybe. Yeah, it didn't really... Not breaking didn't really help either. It didn't really make a difference to anything of what I was doing. This is how F1 drivers feel when they miss pole. When by 0.00001 seconds. Pretty much. There's really... that was almost going to be an improvement. It was almost going to be an improvement of a time that I wasn't even trying. Like, I wasn't even thinking about that one. Okay, I smacked the wall too hard that time. Did not like it when I smacked that wall. Okay, I shifted earlier that time. I suspect it'll be a little bit better, but it was only improving at the very, very end. There was really... I think it's still an advantage to, we must embrace the wall. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, short shifting it doesn't really seem to work. But I am trying the no braking. I think I'm just going to have to rev it up. Yeah. Let's ask GameFAQs. That was way more than a slight bump. Hope I've accidentally mowed over the fans there. I mean, if they didn't want to get run over, why are they that close? Yeah, well, this is actually an improvement, but it's not going to be as good enough for gold, right? Oh, hello, Zas. But we're currently watching me slowly lose my mind to this license test. Or maybe quickly, I don't know. Hello, Simon. You've come to watch me just experience extreme pain of doing the licenses in Gran Turismo 4. Okay, the steering was just all over the place. They had a good shot of the front bumper, exactly. It's gonna be similar. Yeah. The fans are just really committed in this game to just get the best possible shots that they can. Okay, well, the sliding in technique of whatever I was doing there looked like it was better than what I'm doing now. Not enough speed out. Ooh, we're gonna see Fast X tonight. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go see it in theaters, but I'll probably watch it at some point. I'm not a huge Fast and Furious fan. I mean, I like seeing the stuff that they do with cars. I don't really enjoy any of the other parts. Excuse me, but it did look pretty ridiculous. So there is that. Oh dear. I mean, were 1-2 in Tokyo Drift really good, or were we just imagining that they were good? Well, actually, that time was good, but I left it too long. I mean, they were bad, but they were good bad before. Now they're just a cringe bad? I don't know. Just keep hitting the brakes and sliding the tail through the corners. Thanks, GameFAQs. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I've been doing, to be honest. I hit that bank way too hard, but... yeah. I honestly don't know. Hello, Elusive. Oh no. I literally can't repeat that, but... yeah. Yeah, this one is going to make me lose my mind. Leaving it in second. I guess I'll try it. But it's just going to lug too much, I think. I think the engine is just not made out to lugging it in second. Yeah. It's just not good. It's just not good enough in second. Are you winning yet? I'm not winning yet, Amy. I'm losing my mind to this one. I'm just doing it over and over and over again and not improving. Yeah, it's just too slow. Win harder. Oh, hello, Daniel. see some people turning out just to watch me lose my mind to doing an A license test. Around the first turn and gas through the rest of it. I mean, yeah. Yeah, GT4 is probably best enjoyed off stream, perhaps. I mean, I was enjoying it like on stream up until this moment. You may be doing license tests. Yeah, at least you haven't won two PT Cruisers yet. You forgot a key part of that, Blakey. I have to win it. I am going to win two PT Cruisers from doing this. No, this is not an improvement, but it's something. It's just 0.2 of a second. I think there must be something that I'm missing from this. Otherwise, I don't know. Okay, this isn't a good improvement. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're below 13 seconds now. So to finish, and I know the thing is that I'm just going to do this and then I'm just going to magically pick up like 0.7 just completely randomly, even though I don't feel I did anything different at all. Maybe we have to run wide and hit the wall. I don't know. Or I could do that, which was hit the wall while on full throttle. Easy makes it easy. Okay, the sad thing is that I know the next one is also going to be dirt, and it's going to make me cry again. Oh, and there's so many corners. Oh dear. Why are you going to torture me, game, with all these dirt ones? Put me back on tarmac, please. Okay, don't hit the wall that hard. Lesson 1. I've never been a fan of Tahiti Maze. Tahiti Maze is probably the worst one, along with the ones we just did, which was the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon and Tahiti Road are probably my least favorite tracks. So of course it makes us do them. Hope I forgot where we were going. There's so many. Oh, this one's gonna be pain, I can already tell. It is a Yabo machine. Tahiti. R2-D2. Let's just do that. Well, that wasn't really an improvement. But I can probably improve through here because I forgot this corner existed. Or I won't even improve that much because I forgot it existed again. I also don't really know how fast I can do that, but I think I can do it faster. Or quite a bit faster than that. Yeah, Tahiti is... the corners are just not interesting. Like, I don't find these corners very interesting. Oh, well, I can probably take the corner faster than that. But I'll just see... I'll just try something different and do the rest of the run and see if like going narrower here and stuff like that, how much better it is. Okay, well, how fast I can go through this last part. Pretty fast. Yeah, this is just cider runs because, to be honest, I did this track a minimum amount of times in Gran Turismo, I have to say, because I was definitely not doing Tahiti runs for pleasure. Great location, terrible track. Oh, too wide there. Just fling that in a little bit more. Okay, well, we're getting there, maybe. I'm running the walls as you got bored. Yep, could do that. Let's see. Will it tell me off? It does tell me off if I try to ride the walls. I had to try it. I haven't played GT7, so I don't know the Colorado tracks, but I'll take your word for them that they are terrible. Someone who has played GT7 can chime in. I wanted to see if I could get more speed out of it. I mean, I can, but you really have to. I think you really have to fling it through that last section, and basically just go full throttle. Basically, all the GT7 rally tracks sucked. Well, that's encouraging. I mean, most of these tracks are not great either, so maybe they should just skip doing rally tracks. Actually, what was better when they had like procedurally generated tracks in like GT6 and stuff like that. So that was kind of interesting, where the tracks were sort of different at least. But I don't really know if I want to go wide here or narrow. Yeah. Okay, that's true. I'm not a fan of the new Deep Forest. I love it's more because I just love this old version of Deep Forest. I just can't stand anyone ever changing Deep Forest. So yeah. And I think I'm doing it too narrow, but it is better than the other ones, so I'll give it a go. Hopefully I don't smack the wall too hard here. Yeah, we don't have to do Tahiti anymore. Although apparently the next license test is really annoying. So in the test. Oh, never mind. I didn't mean to do it again. No, I did not want to do it again. R.I.P. Trial Mountain Yeet Chicane. Exactly. That's just... Is that how we're back? We're back on tarmac. Although, apparently this one is really difficult. We've already backfired before we barely even started. I mean, I love Trial Mountain, so... I can't anticipate me getting annoyed at doing this over and over again because I love this track, so I could definitely take more speed through there. Monkey! There's the monkey. Oh, too much understeer. Don't smack the wall too hard. I smacked it very hard. Oh well, this is just a cider run. Just a cider. Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah, this is just a cider run. This is just me getting a feel for how much this car understeers and oversteers. Yeah, the trees on the straight over are really good. Why is my start of the first one so much better than this one? It was exactly the same. Again, I hit the rocks. I'm trying to swing out too wide. Bring a back complex string. Again, I don't really know why my start was better the first time than was the second time. That is weird. Okay, well, full throttle dumping was better than whatever I did there. Yeah, I don't know why my first launch was better than my second. Okay. It's that was better. Probably not as much speed as I needed. I want to cut more to the inside here, but I just understeered too far wide in the first time. Yeah, this is a very long license test. I do have to shift to fourth as well. But that wasn't too far away. So yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Apricot Hill will probably come back to GT. Again, I'm not sure why sometimes this thing launches differently than other times, even though I'm going full throttle the whole time. But whatever. I tried to go full throttle there. It didn't work. To be honest, I've never actually played the earlier Gran Turismos. I played 3, but I haven't played 2 or 1. To be honest. Maybe I should someday. Probably could do better than that. But it wasn't too bad. Too much understeer. Yeah, I can see why this one is frustrating. GT2 is on the original PlayStation. I'm pretty sure. Which is why I never played it. I'm just doing more cider runs, really. Yeah, GT3 was launched with PS2. I do remember that. Yeah, maybe Silverstone licensing being a pain. I don't know. You would think that they would want to be in as many games as possible, but it's like just sort of promoting your course, really. Right? See, yeah, I think that was better. But I think I'm trying to cut too much here. Smack the wall too much. Oh well. But that was a good run up until I smacked the wall. I would love Road America. That's for sure. Yeah. I'm glad Watkins Glen is there. Should be going to Watkins Glen in a couple weeks, so that'll be good. Maybe I'll post a video or something like that of me at Watkins Glen. Oop, I smacked the wall again, trying to go too wide. I don't mind Silverstone. They did have Silverstone in Gran Turismo 6, and they had a whole bunch of layouts of Silverstone as well. For being, I will say this, I like courses that have elevation change, and obviously Silverstone doesn't really have that, but I still like, I keep going too wide and smacking the wall. I am a fan of tracks with elevation change, but of tracks that don't, I think Silverstone is probably the best of tracks that don't really have elevation change. Now I'm just trying to concentrate on not screwing this up again. But I don't think this doesn't feel like a gold to me. But I've been wrong before. It's better, I just don't think it's gold. Yeah, not quite, but getting there. But to be honest, I haven't really paid attention to the different Silverstone layouts and versions of it. So I can't really say if the improvements made it better or worse, because I actually don't really know. It's a little bit better through there. Ugh, I was too fast in through there. Yeah, and then I'm gonna understeer too much in there. Not to be biased, although it's Blakey. That's Blakey speak for. Let me be completely biased for a second, Croft. Well, you didn't really miss anything, Chris, other than me failing this one over and over again. If I brake too much there. But yeah, too much understeer. This is a very difficult car. Lots of understeer when you, obviously it's all-wheel drive, so it's gonna understeer. Just have to make sure that you have all the corners really lined up right. And really focus on those exits, which I did not do there. I have seen some races from Rockingham, I think. I think I remember liking it. But I haven't seen as much British racing as I perhaps would like to. They actually used to show the BTCC races on TV here when, like, a long time ago, like probably like 10 years ago, and that was I really like that, obviously, because I really like BTCC. Now I have to really pay attention to when's going to be on, and then, you know, stream it, you know, the most legally way I can find. It probably would have been that without the tap. You're probably right. It's just getting it. This is a pretty long sequence, so it's difficult to get it all right. I think that's why it's, you know, seen as being really difficult, because, you know, it's 45 seconds, so that's a pretty long license test, and it's difficult to get a whole sequence of corners exactly right. But I don't mind doing it because I like Tri Mountain. Although this one's not going to be as good. I just want to see if maybe I can get a better run through here. I think I can. Oh, that was too aggressive. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, It would be nice if Bristol and Cars went to other places, but I guess, you know, it is supposed to be British, so I can understand why they don't go anywhere. Understandable. But I at least would like to see it on TV, and it's not easy to do when you're not in England to watch BTCC. But, you know, that's the nature of racing these days. Sometimes it's difficult or easy to find a stream for it, but the disadvantage to... Oh, it's so close. Okay, well, to answer Heyo's question, and when they say Longbow in Neological's vids, I was only in 1, maybe 2 Neological. There's a guy in there called Lombo, which, when I was in the same voice chat as him, created a lot of confusion because they would say Longbow or Lombo, and the differences between those two is quite minute, as you can probably tell from me saying it. So, yeah, that was fun. I'm hoping to do some more with Neil. I don't know when I will, but I'm hoping I will at some point. I'm gonna smack the wall. God damn it. I am not. You're asking if I'm in the UK? Do I sound British? Yeah, I'm not in the UK. I'm in Canada. The one Canadian filming member. There probably... I don't think there's ever been another Canadian filming member, has there? I don't actually remember. I don't know if Neil is going to film today. He might, and if so, then I might show up for that. So you might see a Lombo and a Longbow in the same video. Maybe. Oh, I didn't know where the ghost went. The ghost disappeared for that one. So I didn't know that it was actually worse. Ninetales may be Canadian. I don't think Ninetales is Canadian because Ninetales' ping is too good in GTA for Ninetales to be Canadian. But they could be. You never know. I don't know where my ghost went. It's not showing up my ghost anymore. But, oh well. Stiff upper lip and carry on. Just hope you do better and not smack the wall. Nope, I smacked the wall like an idiot. I don't know where my ghost went. That's so weird. Have I gotten good enough yet? I have not. I'm getting way worse apparently at this. I'm getting way worse without the ghost there to tell me that I'm getting close. Oh, hello, small man and rocks. Yeah, I know I'm not doing great now. I'm actually getting worse at this license test, not better. But that's okay. I can pull it back, probably. Oh, I'm too fast through here. I don't know why I'm continuing on. I think I'm continuing on because I want to see if I can get the ghost back. But yeah, it's not going to be good enough. I was so much better, and now I'm doing so much worse. I don't get that either. I know this one is tough, but there's a controller command to toggle the ghost. There might be, and I've accidentally hit it, and now it's just off. I don't know. That's... yeah. So I'm just gonna exit it. I'm just gonna start again and do... and see if the ghost comes back. Hey, good day? Rayston? Rayston? A fellow Canadian? Nice to see another Canadian. They're a rare sighting. Might be bug with the emulator. I don't know. I suspect it's something else, though. Maybe I'm not carrying enough speed through here anymore, but I don't know. I know you really want to hug it like super close down there, really, if you really want to carry a lot of speed. Don't over rev it. Okay, well, we're getting closer, and hopefully it'll show me the ghost, because that time was, you know, decent. Up on the D-pad? Okay, I will try if the ghost doesn't show up here. Oh, there it is. You were right. Up on the D-pad did work. Fair enough, I must have accidentally hit it. Yeah. It's interesting that I felt I was getting better and, like, you know, I felt like I was getting close to it. Obviously I was getting close because I'm only a 10th away, but I felt I was getting close, and now I feel like I'm just getting further and further away from doing it. Chat did a thing, it did a thing. It did. Thank you, chat. Okay, that was better. But maybe not good enough. I feel like the car is not turning as much as it did before. Maybe I'm just driving it with the analog stick worse. Have I tried going fast? You know, I haven't tried going fast yet. I might try later, depending on how it goes. Oh, I scrubbed off too much speed there. Yeah. Like, I feel like... I don't know. I'll clobber the inside wall. The D-pad to steer. That's, yeah. That's, interesting, some controls there. I can't imagine using the D-pad to steer, unless it was, like, an arcade game from 1989. Yeah, that was not great. Yeah, this car is all about scrubbing speed, and I'm not scrubbing speed well. To be fair, you know, one of the reasons that I wanted to stream was I actually found an arcade game from 1989 that I played, and I was having a really, really, really good time playing. I keep hitting that wall, trying to, you know, swing out wide. San Francisco Rush. You know, I actually downloaded a San Francisco Rush game, or I think it was Rush. I think it was Rush 2, not San Francisco Rush. But so I might play some arcade games. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but now I feel like I can't get the steering right. I was like so confident about this one, and now I've just lost all my confidence. Oh well. It happens. I don't know. Just... yeah, this is not good enough, but... it was not a good enough run through that last part. It was good up until then. It was a really good one up until then, but the last part just wasn't good enough. And the real key is getting that last corner exactly right. So... ooh, that's too much sliding of the rear end. You're racing the ghost, that's your problem. Maybe. I mean, I was doing worse without the ghost, so I think I do better racing the ghost. To be honest, I've never been good at like time trialing, so I think I do better with the ghost than I do without, because I like racing, and I do feel like I'm, you know, racing with the ghost, which is better than me just driving normally. Ah, so close. I mean, yeah, obviously I would prefer to be driving without TCS and the stability control and everything, but don't get a choice, so you're stuck with it. I should have just let off there instead of but I think I rode the curb too much there, but yeah, because you really much have to be full throttle through there, and I've lost my mojo. I mean, you know, it's okay to backseat drive. That's kind of what chat is, right? And I don't mind that. I don't mind people giving me tips or telling me something that, you know, might help. I don't mind that at all. I know that you're just trying to help. Except for Rocks. Obviously, she never helps. She's just hoping to make me angry enough so that I can do it. Hello, Midnight. And my mojo. Yeah, my mojo is just hitting that tree over and over again. Just hitting the cliff edge. Yeah, it's not a Sasquatch. It's a monkey. It's definitely a monkey in that tree. I think Amy was going to stream... oh, I don't know why it's stuck in gear that time. I think Amy's going to stream SnowRunner. I think it was going to be at 2. I don't actually know what time she was going to start. I assumed it was going to be at 2, but I don't actually know. Could be completely wrong. I'm going to swing too much wide. Oh, she started now. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I kind of assumed that she was going to start at 2 o'clock my time in like 40 minutes. I didn't know she was going to start so early. Oops. Oh well. Everyone that leaves is a traitor. It's fine. If I had known that she was going to, I would have streamed earlier. But, you know, it's completely fine. I'm just going to finish these and then probably go eat and whatever. You know, and I'm probably not going to try to impede too much. I mean, to be fair, she doesn't normally stream on this day, so I kind of assumed I was going to have a free day anyway. But, yeah. That's true. Who eats food in this economy? So close. I mean, I'm for sure. I mean, obviously we learned that there was no filming, so I kind of assumed that I had a free time to do a stream, and obviously she thought the same thing. You know, I'm no blame. It's just how it is. And I clobbered that wall for the 10 millionth time. I mean, we didn't know 100% that there wasn't going to be. We strongly suspected there wasn't going to be. But, yeah. That's just the way it is. Yeah, Tuesday's usually filming and Thursday. But, yeah, I mean, the only good thing about not having filming is maybe Neological might film today, and then I might turn up for that. Possibly. But I don't know. The corner was a little bit better than before. But it's all about this one. Too much understeer. No. No. Well, it just happens that Neological's filming is at the exact same time and date as ours, pretty much every single time. For some reason. I'm not sure why, it just is. Is it worth wasting time? I don't know. Probably not. I think it is. I actually think it is, but oh, that was such a good one until I completely ruined it, going into that corner thinking about whether or not I should shift into second or third. As soon as I started thinking about whether or not I wanted to shift, I think the rev limiter is too aggressive. I'm not sure if I could really get away with not shifting. There's literally Distracto Chat in action. You literally caused me to fail it again. Well, not fail it, but not succeed at getting gold. But, well, I might try it on this one, but I don't think it's good. So well, I don't know. It might actually be better. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's better or worse. It might be worthwhile to try. It's in that may or may not work category. It's going to be too narrow. Yes, it is. Have we talked about getting into 5M? talked a little bit, but there's nothing really concrete. Mostly because it involves, setting up a server and everything like that, and no one's really into that, so we don't really have anybody to like set one up for whatever we want to do, and so I don't know. It might happen at some point, but I wouldn't hold your breath for it anytime soon. Amy can set up servers, though, to be fair. I think setting up a Beam server is apparently like really, really easy. But setting up a 5M server is apparently a lot more difficult. So there's that. Well, that felt pretty good, but I'm not sure it's going to be good enough. I think this is going to be really close, but not quite there. Yeah, and I was correct. I was correct that it was so close. Not everybody has PCs, but a lot of people are getting PCs. Or it seems like. I didn't really mean for it to become like a trend or anything, but it's more just Alex's content is a lot more PC based now, because there isn't really anything on. I don't know why it's understeering there. That was really weird. I wasn't really doing anything different than I normally do. Yeah, getting into PCs is not cheap. I'm doing this, I thought about building my own PC, but I decided to get a laptop instead for the moment. So it's a gaming laptop, so it gives me a little bit more flexibility for, a good 5 years or so, I'm hoping. But yeah, getting a PC is a big financial decision, especially if it's just for gaming and not for any other purposes that you wanted to use it for. But yeah. Nope, not quite. 250 pounds for a PC, that sounds pretty good. I don't really know anything about Valve's Steam machine, so I can't really comment. I mean, a third PC. Well, if it's something that you really like to do, then yeah, you can't really blame somebody for building PCs. If they really enjoy it and enjoy gaming on the PC, then yeah, it's like a no-brainer to spend that money. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe this one is going to be better. I hit the edge, though. Oh dear. It is it is stupidly expensive to buy a PC. I get it. I don't know why I'm going so inside there. Yeah, I improved by 0.003 of a second. I'm just making leaps and bounds improvements here. It's always these, it's like the rest of these I was doing so well, and then I get into these ones and it's just like pain. But, you know, that's part of the joy of this game, right? I think. Wow. If you can call it that. Nope, too much understeer. Oof, 2,500 euros. Sheesh. That is a lot for a PC. But I'm sure it'll be extremely good. So, I guess there's that. I don't know why I didn't downshift there. I mean, yeah, of course you can spend a lot more than that, Rocks, but for most people, that is a lot of money. And, you know, more PC than they'll ever feel like they have a use for. Certainly, you know, I would find it way more than what I really need. Although, I don't know. Again, this controller is not downshifting when I want it to. Oh, I've touched the steering. Oh, and I over-revved it. But it was still good enough. Yes! You can take more on the inside of the first corner. What do you think I'm trying to do? I mean, you know, it's hard to do things consistently in this game. It's hard to do the same thing over and over again, right? And do it exactly the same. It's not easy. Well, at least I'm... Let's see how long this section is and how much pain it's going to be. I hope I'm understeering off already. But this is just a cider run. I'm just, you know, seeing the handling characteristics of whatever car this is. Oh, it's a TT. I remember it being a lot more understeery. Hello, Mighty. Hello. Yeah, it's a lot less understeer. I think they said, actually, in the notes for the mod that they actually made this car less understeery than originally was in the game, as in they made it more rear biased than the original. 310 games on your Steam. Yeah. Do you want to take a guess of how many games I have on my Steam? Yeah, well, you like video games. That's least surprising thing you could have said. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I mean, it's pretty round, so it's like a widened, flattened Beetle. Kinda. Can't really blame you for that. Oh, my ghost is here. Oh, that's too much, but... I'm just seeing if I can pick up more time off this corner. I think I can, but it's not going to be the 10th I need. Do I even have Steam? I do. I do have a Steam. Being a Veron is also a beetle. 470 games on Steam. Wow, I'm feeling... I don't know what I'm feeling, to be honest. Oh, it's too much. Yeah, but I'd like to hear some guesses of how many games I have on Steam. I mean, I remember them saying that they took some understeer out of this car. It wasn't enough for my liking. I got 30. Someone got 36, 40. Okay, those are just guesses of how many I have. I'd be honest, I don't know the exact number, but whoever said 10 or 13, you're about right. I think it's about that. I don't have a lot of games on Steam. Because I just don't play that many games, really. I mean, I play a lot of games on Xbox, because that's where most of my friends were. You have over 1,000 games. I can't even conceive of having access to 1,000 games. I'm gonna go back to Trial Mountain again. But this time, hopefully I will remember how to drive it. Maybe. I've usually been pretty good at the guide runs when I'm not passing the pace car. But, I mean, we've certainly done enough runs of Trial Mountain, right? So we're bound to be good at it. Maybe. Although I've never done it in this car. I scrubbed off a little bit too much speed there. Is it really wasting so much money if you enjoy it, though? I don't really see it as wasting money. This doesn't feel like a really good run so far, but... Oof, so much understeer, but good enough. My Steam account is worth 5,000 euros. Yeah, I mean, again, it really depends on how much joy you got out of it. And I'm sure you got a lot of joy of playing it with friends and whatever, and you enjoyed it, so I don't really see things as wasting. It's like having a hobby. You know, if they say it's not a hobby until you spend at least 10% of your income on it. Hit this wall. Got away with that. I think I'm going to cut this too much. Oh, I'm lucky it didn't tell me off for that. This didn't feel like an amazing lap, though. Yeah, it's not good enough. But, oh well, it was a first attempt. Housing is the most popular hobby. Okay, well, I mean like of disposable income, right? Yeah, I think it's only a waste if you don't spend time on the game. For sure. Yeah, this track has changed loads for GT7 I've seen. But not really fan. I mean, I think the changes were necessary because this track literally could not accommodate all the cars. Like, if you see the pit lane for the GT5 and GT6 version of this, it was janky as hell. So I can understand why they changed it, for sure. Okay, Ice, it was good to see you. Take care. That was meant to be a laughing face. Oof, that was not good. Honestly, that was so bad. I'm just gonna restart. I don't know. I really like Trial Mountain, so I kind of disagree. I really like Trial Mountain as a track. I love these hills. I love just yeeting myself over them in a really fast car. I found that really enjoyable. And I just like the flow of the track. I mean, yeah, okay, it can never host an F1 track, but there are tons of tracks that can't host F1 races. And to be honest, I wouldn't want them to host an F1 track, but that doesn't mean they aren't a good track. I wouldn't even want Watkins Glen or Road America to hold an F1 race. And that's just fine with me, because I know they would have to change so much that it would ruin the track, or would ruin what makes the track good. Oh wow, the traction control interfering so much. I was just going over those little hills and the traction control was cutting in. Try not to hit so many walls. We're definitely succeeding with not hitting as many walls, which is good. This is not a good corner though. I just screwed that up again, but that's okay. That's okay. Hello, Tie-Dye. Good to see you. Just yeet it through here. Ah, still not good enough. Wow, this one is a tough one. It's very nice of you, Tie-Dye. Yeah, this is. I'm usually feel like I'm pretty good at Trial Mountain, so to be so far off is concerning, to say the least. Could it just be because it's a front-wheel drive car, and I'm not a huge fan of front-wheel drive cars in general, and especially this game. I mean, I can definitely pick out like literally every corner where I'm losing time, but yeah. If only I could get Bob's help for licenses. I agree. If I had Bob, it would make all the difference. I think just ace the license tests from start to finish, for sure. Yeah, I don't know why it's just stopped turning here. That's weird. I almost think there's something like wrong with the controller, or I'm just not holding the controller right. But Oh well, just have to keep trying. I know I'm not getting this corner right like every single time. I'm probably losing all of the time in this corner, and that's it. Uh-oh. I thought I was going to yeet it. Okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Traction control. I mean, like, if I could turn off the traction control, I definitely would. True. For sure, there's, in older games, having the X button to throttle was not easy. Now I can use the triggers on an Xbox controller, and it's pretty much a godsend for sure to be able to use that with the game, because it makes it a lot nicer on controller. Yeah, I wish I could turn traction control off. So it would definitely make this car a million times better. But you can't, so just gotta make do. Maybe stay in the slipstream the whole time? I don't really know if staying in the slipstream actually makes a difference or not. I'm gonna assume it does. Well, ran a little bit wide there, but it's front-wheel drive. What can you do? Almost bumped the wall, but not quite. It's this corner I just screw up every single time. I just can't do this one. I don't remember how to do it. But ooh, skin of my teeth. Good enough, exactly. That was textbook good enough. Spa is a gorgeous track, for sure. Ooh. We're on the Nurburgring in something. An arc in a Brappy Boy. Okay. This is a really long section as well. I hate the long sections. They definitely don't make it easy, that's for sure. That was too far on the inside, but this is just getting a feel for it. I forget how to do this track properly. And it looks so narrow. I mean, it should, because it is a very narrow track, but... Oh, I've overrun this one, and I've lost control. But yeah, this is just, you know, the first run or two is just kind of like a cider, especially when these are so long. Plus, I haven't even driven Nurburgring yet, like in full in GT4, since I've started playing it again. So, you know, you just get back to the feel of what it was like to drive Gran Turismo on the Nurburgring. So we shall see how we're going to do this. Oh, I said to downshift and the controller didn't respond. It is a great section to drive. I definitely agree with that. Can't really argue with this section. It's a fantastic section to drive. It's gonna be too fast. Watch out for possible Dacia. Oh, poor Dacia. A walk around the Nordschleife, but that's a hell of a walk. Walk around the whole thing. Now it just seems really understeery. Yeah. I mean, I'm again not really complaining about driving this section, just driving really long sections and having to drive it, you know, perfectly is definitely a lot bigger of a challenge than doing one that's, you know, 20 seconds long as opposed to one that's, you know, 50 seconds long. I mean, I know obviously they're a lot more forgiving in the 50-second ones than not 50-second ones, but you know, it's definitely a challenge. I'm gonna drive off the track. That was decent though. I don't know, how do you pronounce Dacia? I don't know how you pronounce Dacia. I have no idea. We don't have it here, so I've never encountered one. Just like I got absolutely roasted previously of how I pronounced something else, just because, yeah, I genuinely don't know how it's pronounced. Again, I told it to downshift and it didn't do it. Sometimes it seems to want to downshift and other times it just refuses, which is weird. This card sounds better than I remember it in Gran Turismo. Okay, that's, you know, doable. We've got a silver already, so it's a cheap Renault. I mean, I understand what the cars are, and like a, you know, really cheap, you know, budget car, and you know, I definitely appreciate that Europe has those options for a really, you know, budget car. Like I appreciate like Skoda exists and stuff like that, where you can have a budget version of a Volkswagen or whatever, just 1.5 seconds away from that PT Cruiser. Exactly. I mean, I'm not insulting Skoda at all. I love the idea of a budget brand. I think it's a great thing. So, you know, I'm impromptu drifting the Nurburgring. It feels a lot slidier on this run for some reason. Oh, I was using all of the track. I was also using all of the track, although I didn't really mean to use that. I'm gonna overrun here. Oh, that was such a good one too. Could be because I was driving faster. But I just felt like the rear end was stepping out more than I felt it was before. For whatever reason. Didn't take that one as good as I did before. But Too much understeer. Yeah, it's hard to be really consistent for, for 55 seconds. And, it just takes one mistake. Yeah, okay. Well, get ready to head to Fast and Furious, Blakey, if you have to. Hope you enjoy it for what you can, and I hope you come away with a newfound appreciation of family. It. At the rate this is going, I will probably still be doing this by the time you come back, so it's fine. I let off there for some reason. I'm not sure why. But I still am kind of treating this as a cider. This is more just, I want to get a better run in where I'm not making a mistake. I just want a faster run so that I can get closer to it. Again, I told it downshift and it didn't do it there again, which is annoying. That was too much on the inside, but whatever. Wasn't really an improvement because I kind of screwed up the end, but I mean, you kind of just turn your brain off for all the Fast and Furious. To be honest, I try not to use too much of my brain in almost every movie. Unless it's like one where it's, a very sophisticated film. Because, I've seen lots of film, but I've also seen a ton of like B movies and other really awful stuff. So, I'm definitely not a snob. Because I'll watch almost anything, and I try to enjoy a film on its own merits. I'm not a person that will snub a terrible film of an objectively terrible film and say that you can't enjoy watching something that's terrible, as I've definitely enjoyed watching things that are absolutely terrible. But a little bit better. A little bit better there. Don't know if that's the ideal line. I think I went too into the inside there and I'm going to run off too much. You don't try to... I mean... That's fair. I don't try to use too much of my brain at all at any point in my life. Because, why? Actually, I will say there's one, I mean, as you say, G, we all enjoy different things. The same with music, the same thing. But I think sometimes we go a little bit too far in that we can't say that something is both garbage and that we like it. If you know what I mean, where we defend something too much, saying, oh, I really like this, therefore it's not derivative or not very good, even though objectively speaking it is not very good. Like, objectively speaking, this film or whatever is not well made, but I like it anyway, because it's okay to not like something, or it's okay to like something and to also admit that it's not very good. And it doesn't really, that doesn't really change how much you enjoy it, or it shouldn't change how much you enjoy it, because you can like things and fully admit that they're bad, and it doesn't really reflect badly on you. It's just something that you enjoy. I don't think that's a bad thing. Oof, that was lucky. Don't know about this run, but too much understeer there, but well, at least I got at least the run was finished before I went off. Yeah, everyone knows fast food is bad. It doesn't mean you can't like it. Exactly. Nobody's gonna you're not gonna argue with anyone and say like, oh yeah, this I don't know, hamburger or whatever, this is actually good for me. this is not just, it's not just fast food, but it's also healthy for me. There's no one is going to say that, because it's objectively not true. And I think everybody can say, this music piece by Mozart or whatever is better than, I don't know, a song by Britney Spears. Most people can admit that that's probably true, but that doesn't mean that you can't like the pop song or whatever more than the Mozart. And it doesn't even reflect badly on you. It's just what you like. I'm sliding a little too much here. That's okay. I love that I'm getting into like a deep philosophical discussion while driving on the Nurburgring and trying to set a gold medal time. It's great. I'm going to understeer too much here. Oh, that was so close. Leave Brittany alone. Yeah. Oreos aren't good, but they do make me feel good, and therefore they're just fine. Oh, too much understeer. Yeah, I mean, can't go wrong with the Mackies, I guess. Well, I don't eat a lot of fast food, but it doesn't mean I can't enjoy it, or can't admit that I would definitely enjoy having it. But yeah, it's an interesting discussion, just an interesting sort of philosophical debate of what matters to you, what looking at what you like, and clearly, and being objective of whether or not you feel like what you like is good or not, or if that even matters. Yes. Yeah, I mean, McDonald's has plants, and for sure. Oh, I just realized I was sitting on my foot and it's completely asleep. Well, there we go. We finished it, and we're gonna get 3 random PT Cruisers. Everybody do the PT Cruiser dance. No, don't do it. Oh, please don't. Please game. Please don't give me. I'm gonna get a Nissan race car. I mean, I'll take that. Gotta love that music. Yes. Okay. First car. Here we go. Oh my. Oh dear. I mean, I love the car. I think it's a brilliant, I think it's an amazing car. But in the game, maybe not so much. I actually went to go see one of these in person and drive it around and see if it was the right car for me. And the answer was I wanted something a little bit more fun. And this is a very cerebral car. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Okay, I mean, it's better than that. It's better than the Insight, I guess, but it's not very exciting. Yeah, it's the definition of fine. I agree. And the last car is... Ooh, okay, finally. Finally, we've got ourselves a race car. And actually, Rox literally called we're going to get a Nissan race car, and she was actually right. I do like that they put the cars in, in the order that we got that like in goodness that sort of went up. And Inside on top drives at the same time. Okay, but is it as good as a PT Cruiser? I'm not sure about that. I think there's one more thing that I'm going to do. I'll probably do just one more race or so. How powerful? Which is better, our 3000 GT or our Impreza? It seems our Impreza is better, so Impreza it is. Impreza on Evo wheels. So anyway, I'm going to do the Tsukuba race here because it's only one race, and I'm going to hope that it's 2 laps and you win a car for just doing these 2 laps. So, how could I turn that down? Enter against the RX-8, I think our Impreza can take this. And it's only against one car. If I do remember, you can't actually punt it or do anything bad to it, so it could be a little bit tougher. Maybe you should make more predictions, although the more predictions you make, the more likely that they're going to be wrong, right? You got it right once, there's no guarantee you'll do it again. It is a wet race, and I immediately understeered off in the first corner. I wasn't sure if I was going to get a penalty or not, so that's why I just quit. I'm sure I could have caught back up, but... I'm going to get an Evo. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty solid shout. Understeered to barely steered. Yeah, I forgot that the wet actually has, a significant effect on the way that this drives. Easy. I think I get a penalty if I run into him, so I'm going to not do that. It's going to give me a penalty for running into it now, I can just tell. Nope, never mind. It feels pretty good overall, this Impreza. Not bad for my first car. I keep forgetting that I have to actually brake a lot earlier for this than normal. Oh, I only get a penalty in heavy crashes. Okay. Yeah, it's easy to forget that it's wet because when you look at the actual surface of it from this, it really doesn't look that wet. I mean, it's a little shiny, but it doesn't look that wet. It's only when you really, your brain brain kicks in and go like, oh yeah, the braking is a lot worse. Oh wow, I should get a little oversteer from the Impreza. Please no Punterino. Oh, I'm literally gonna run off this corner, but it's okay. It's so far behind that it doesn't really matter. I'm just pushing it too hard for no reason in particular. Yeah, it does suck in this mode that when the AI runs into you, it also gives you a penalty, even though, yeah, they were the ones that ran into you. But I know that it's just because it's a really simplistic system. It just didn't have the ability to judge who was really at fault. Same thing with Enthusia, really, where there's so many times when the AI runs into you and then it marks you down as, oh, you ran into the AI. It's like, well, they did something stupid. Well, that was easy enough. Quite a just walk in the park. Honestly, it would be really great if this was an amazing prize. Enthusia is so good, and I might play that on a stream, maybe even this week, because I have set it up. But I kind of hope that this is a prize that's worth a lot of money, because if so, I could totally farm this race if I wanted to get more money, because I can just redo it and win the prize car over and over again. Model T time. Please be good. Oh, yes. This is now my farming race. This is my farming race. Yes, the seed has finally come good. After so much pain. What a machine, I agree. This might be good enough. This might be good enough. Yeah. Okay. For two laps of Tsukuba in the wet, you win a 905. Yeah. I'm just going in to look at it. Oh, 800 horsepower of goodness. Actually, I'm gonna see how much it's worth. How much can I sell it for? 750,000 credits. This is just a money-making machine. I can just do that race over and over again, and $750,000 each time. That's, yeah. Well, we know how we're going to be making money now. Oh yeah, we have to give this to Bob. Definitely 100% have to give this to Bob at some point. Can he handle the 905? It's probably the title of the next stream. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this stream. I don't want to impede too much on Amy's stream, and I didn't really need it to run too much over time. So anyway, I give it to Bob for the Sunday Cup. Yeah, he'll really lap everybody. I mean, he'll probably get stuck and butt sniff everybody. But it's probably true. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream early. And I will probably do another stream on Saturday or on another day if I have the time to. So, yeah, it was good to have everyone here, and I will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.